What's up, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about Vampire Hunter D just a little bit for just our thoughts. Watched it a couple days ago. It's the first time I watched it in maybe good God, maybe 8 to 10 years. Might be the first time I've watched it since reading the books as well, but I thought it still holds up pretty well, in my opinion. It was released in 1985. I think it came out a little bit later in the US. I feel like back in the day, most animes did that. Like they would, like Rurouni Kenshin and probably some Studio Ghibli, I'm guessing, and, other stuff like earlier 80s and early 90s anime. uh, Oh, I I thought it was pretty good, held up. I like the art style a lot, even though it's kind of nostalgic for me. Kind of has that old school feel to it. I mean, obviously it's from the '80s, but I don't know. I like the whole aesthetic of it, like the world, how it's like post-apocalyptic, and but at the same time, it's like gives you almost, I don't know, because you don't really see too many ruins and stuff like that. At least in the first movie, it's more like, they're on the farm where Doris Lang is at, and uh, they go to the village like once or twice, but it's mostly just sprawling landscapes, and then you have the castle where Count Magnus Lee is at and all that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Like the world is very unique. Kind of gives me obviously this came out before Witcher, but how vampires and the monsters just kind of over time they just appeared through. I don't know if it's a different dimension or I forget what happened with that, but it's pretty cool. And then you get these, obviously after you get hunters uh hunting down specific, you get werewolf hunters and vampire hunters and all that. And D being a obviously he's a vampire hunter. uh it's pretty cool. I like his character a lot. Very I don't know if I'm using the word correctly, but stoic. He's very quiet and stoic, and just uh you can tell he knows his shit. He's a badass. And I don't know, there's a lot of cool characters in it. There's some corny dialogue and some, I don't know, some moments where it's all right, this feels a little dated, but it's still pretty good. It's for a little plot summary. It's Doris Lang lives with her little brother on this their farm, and she goes out to hunt, and like a it's the opening scene. It's where she's hunting down some lizard thing. I don't even know what the hell it is, but she kills it, and then a werewolf comes and takes her hunt, her prey, and then as she's going back home or something, there's a Count Magnus Lee appears and obviously bites her and stuff like that. And she D is traveling through, and she uh finds him on the trail and tests him and ends up hiring him and stuff. And I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's a little slow at first, but it's doing some world building and setting up the characters and stuff like that. But I don't know, it's I don't know, it's not mind blowing, but it's pretty cool. I don't know, I always found it kind of unique. I don't watch too much anime. This is mostly just watch the Studio Ghibli movies, and I've seen these and Trigun, Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop, Hellsing, Rurouni Kenshin. obviously like when I grew up in like the 90s and stuff, so I watched like Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and like Pokemon and all that. But I don't know, this is like one of the first like, I don't know, I guess if you're not counting like Pokemon and like Dragon Ball Z, this would be like one of the first animes I watched. I feel like the first like actual one I've watched was My Neighbor Totoro, but I don't know. So I feel like I have maybe like a little bit of bias for this, it being like one of my first uh, exposures to anime. But I thought it was is really good. The voice acting was pretty decent. Obviously, we've come a long way since like the 80s, but I thought it's pretty good for being dubbed. And only negatives I'd say is like, again, some parts a little dated, a little corny in the dialogue, and I don't know. There's a moment like I don't know, maybe just because I've read the book, but there's moments where it felt like it's just like jump it, like I don't know, it the flow was a little of the movie was like a little jumpy. It'd be like, uh, oh, we're battling like this demon or monster or whatever, and it's like 2 minutes later we're battling some more, and it's like it just there wasn't it felt like there was some scenes maybe like they could have taken from the book or something, like more material and kind of like fleshed it out a little bit more. The movie's only like an hour and 20 minutes. I feel like it could have used like maybe another like 15 to like 25, just kind of little scenes in between, kind of building the fluffing up the story a little bit to make things, I don't know, jive, connect, flow a little bit better. But overall, I thought it's really good. I probably I don't know. I don't know if I prefer this one to the second one or not. They're both really good, but I might prefer the book to this. I mean, generally, I feel like that's how it goes. But I'd give it like a. If I'm scoring it, I'd probably give it like a 7.5 on a 10. Again, I mean it's not like fucking orgasmic, fucking just blow your mind, but it's a very solid like horror esque anime. I feel like this. I don't know. I haven't seen the second one in like again like 8-10 years, but I feel like the second one is a little bit better. Um, well, they're both very good animes. I recommend them both. But it's just I didn't really plan on watching this. I just kind of saw it on Amazon Prime, so I was like, oh shit, I haven't seen this in a while, and it's been a while since I watched an anime, so I just threw it on. But I'm glad I did. It was pretty fun going down that nostalgia trail. But makes me kind of want to read the books too, which I don't understand why. It's like the first one is based off the first book, and the second one is based off the third one, which I thought, honestly, I thought the second book had a stronger story than either the first or the third. But they're all good. I'd recommend the series and the book series and the anime. But that's gonna it's gonna do it for this one. I'd give it like a 7.5. I would say go buy it, but on hard copy these are kind of expensive. The second one's like 70 some bucks, which makes me glad I got it like like fucking 15 years ago, like 10-15 years ago I bought these on DVD, which can't do that now. They're like $100 each. But anyways, that'll do it for this one. I hope you guys like the content. If you're interested in it from how I described it, go check it out and let me know in the comments how you liked it. Again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.